Well, it looks like Kirk Frost's long streak of bad behavior might finally be catching up to him. Rasheeda has done what nobody expected. She officially signed the divorce papers. Now Kirk's out here looking completely lost, confused, and probably regretting every single decision that led to this point. Let's be honest, this wasn't just one bad moment. Kirk has been cheating, lying, and disrespecting Rasheeda for years. And every time he messed up, he somehow managed to crawl his way back into her life. But this time, it's a wrap. It looks like Rasheeda's done playing nice. Do you think Kirk saw this coming? Or was he too wrapped up in his own mess, acting like the CEO of Cheaters Anonymous, while Rasheeda was quietly planning her escape? Word is, Kirk is already falling apart trying to figure out how to fix what he broke. But at this point, it might be too late. No more power couple, no more family, empire. Just Kirk, all alone, staring at those divorce papers like someone just took everything he cared about. So what really led Rasheeda to finally say enough? And what's Kirk going to do now that he's no longer part of the picture? Things got real, fast. And just when you thought Rasheeda might still leave a little room for fixing things, she didn't just sign the papers and walk away. She made sure Kirk felt it. From what people are saying, the documents were already finalized and delivered to the lawyers before Kirk even knew what was happening. Imagine waking up and realizing half your assets are already being reviewed, and there's no going back. That's the level of done Rasheeda hit, and let's not pretend this came out of nowhere. Kirk's history is a disaster. He's been a walking red flag for years. The man had a baby with someone else while still married, humiliated Rasheeda on national TV, and acted like he was some kind of saint every time he got caught. But now, the roles are reversed, and he's the one getting played. He thought Rasheeda would always be there, waiting around for him to change. What he didn't know was that while he was out messing up, Rasheeda was getting her stuff together. She was setting herself up to walk away strong, with her businesses, her brand, and her dignity intact. And Kirk? All he's walking away with is a heavy dose of regret. Rumors say Rasheeda's legal team isn't playing. They've been collecting evidence like social media during a celebrity scandal. And it's not looking good for Kirk. Word is, his finances are a mess. Some sources say he's been using business money to fund his side ventures, flashing a lifestyle bigger than what he could really afford. Now all that shady spending is catching up to him. You know the saying, what's done in the dark comes to light. And right now, that light is blinding. Social media is having a field day with this one. People on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube are going in. Some folks are celebrating Rasheeda like she just scored the biggest win of the year. Others are dragging Kirk, turning him into a full-blown meme. One of the most popular ones shows him photoshopped as a sad little puppy standing outside the Pressed boutique with the caption, "When you cheat too many times and lose the woman who made you relevant. Not a lie in sight." Even people in the industry are picking sides. Allegedly, a well-known female rapper even sent Rasheeda a welcome to the single boss life text with a bunch of champagne emojis. If that doesn't scream support, what does? But things might get even worse for Kirk. There are whispers he's about to face serious financial trouble. Living large while making reckless choices finally caught up with him. Now that Rasheeda's out, he might have to say goodbye to a lot of the luxuries he's used to. Some say he's got unpaid debts, shady investments, and maybe even people he owes money to. People who don't play when it comes to collecting. So honestly, this divorce might not even be the biggest of his problems right now. While Kirk is out here spiraling, Rasheeda looks like she's glowing. She's been out at events, smiling, dressing like a true boss, and posting quotes that hit a little too close to home. Ones like, "Sometimes walking away is the most powerful thing you can do." That definitely feels like a subtle message, aimed right at Kirk. But here's where things get extra spicy. There's been a little buzz online about a new guy popping up in Rasheeda's social media activity. Nothing confirmed yet, but people are noticing. A certain someone keeps liking all her photos, leaving emojis, and folks are starting to connect the dots. Could Rasheeda already be moving on? Maybe. Maybe not. But if she is, Kirk better brace himself, because watching her glow up with someone else is going to hurt. That being said, this doesn't look like some petty revenge. This is what happens when a grown woman decides she's not going to carry someone else's baggage anymore. Rasheeda isn't looking back. She's focused, stacking her money, securing her future, and letting the world know she's not here for the drama anymore. Meanwhile, Kirk might need more than just therapy. He might need a whole life reset. And just when you thought that divorce announcement was the biggest twist, things kept unfolding. While Rasheeda's been locking in her peace and protecting her brand, Kirk is starting to understand just how badly he messed up. Because he didn't just lose a wife, he lost his foundation. Rasheeda wasn't just part of the image, she was the core of everything they built. The pressed boutique, her idea, their reality TV career, she made it watchable. The money that kept them afloat? Rasheeda kept that flowing. She was the brains and the backbone, and now that she's gone, Kirk's left trying to figure out what's even left for him. Let's not forget, Rasheeda didn't make this decision on impulse. She gathered facts. People say her legal team has been working on this for months. They've got everything: bank records, text messages, statements from women Kirk was talking to on the side, maybe even private investigator reports. If someone turned this into a Netflix doc, people would binge it in one night. And fans? They've been piecing things together on their own, sharing receipts and timelines, trying to understand what finally made Rasheeda cut things off for good. Apparently, the baby scandal with Jasmine wasn't even the worst of it. Word is, Kirk didn't stop. He kept doing the same things, talking to younger women, sneaking around, like he didn't have a family at home. This time, though, the proof was too real. Screenshots, DMs, phone logs, some even say Rasheeda had him followed. And when he got hit with those divorce papers, that was nothing compared to when he saw how much she knew. The money situation is where it really falls apart for Kirk. While he was out making shady choices, Rasheeda was quietly building up her own security. Separate accounts, legal protections, she wasn't leaving empty-handed. But Kirk? He's got a different story. Bad investments, failed businesses, and spending beyond his means have left him in a rough spot. Some people say a few of his club ventures completely flopped. Real estate deals went sideways. And now that Rasheeda's taking her share and walking, he's being forced to face the fact that maybe he's not as successful as he thought. And let's be real, social media isn't letting him live it down. Fans are all over his comments, telling him he better go work at Pressed just to stay afloat. Some are even joking that he should start selling lashes or folding clothes just to keep busy. One meme had him outside the store looking like he's trying to get back in, and honestly, that's the kind of karma people say he deserves. To make it even worse, Kirk's reportedly been trying to weasel his way back into the business side of things. Sources say he's been trying to work out some deal to keep a stake in Pressed, but Rasheeda's shutting it down. An insider says she made it clear. Kirk's name is off everything. No shares, no partnership, not even a small percentage. That chapter is closed, and when a man like Kirk starts losing control, he starts making desperate moves. Reports say he's been calling up old friends, trying to get back in the game, even reaching out to people in the music and entertainment industry for new business opportunities. But there's a problem. His name doesn't hold the same weight anymore. Before, he could write off Rasheeda's name and reputation. Now that she's made it clear she's not backing him, those doors are slamming shut. People don't want to work with someone who tanked their own brand. Rasheeda, on the other hand, is keeping it professional and polished. She's letting people know that she's done cleaning up after Kirk. And that's where we'll pick up in the next section. Go ahead and send the next part.